stopping me particularly from going in and using it.
Yes.
You guys are denying any service because of my assistive devices.
That is correct.
Part 14 of a multi-part series featuring Guilford County, North Carolina. In late 2019 and early 2020, Alphonso Boyce worked as a security guard at the Guilford County complex in downtown High Point, North Carolina. After Boyce attacked Mike in the health department on February 4th, 2020, Boyce had Robinson wheel Mike's unconscious body before a magistrate. They charged Mike with second-degree trespass and resist delay obstruct. Mike was then booked into the jail and released shortly after. Upon release, they dumped his still unconscious body outside, where he remained until the EMTs took him to the emergency room, where they found a bleed on Mike's brain. Before we listen to some of what Boyce swore to on the stand, let's take a look at what actually happened from when Mike called for a supervisor to help him identify the man who assaulted him in the lobby to the moment Boyce went hands-on. From Leslie's arrival to Boyce going hands-on is less than 4 minutes. While we review, see if you can find a single timestamp for any point that someone clearly instructs Mike to leave the property.
What's that?
Oh, back this way.
Oh, she said she's going to call somebody. So
I'm sorry, who are you looking for?
an administrator or some kind of building manager?
Okay, well, I'm over the building.
Okay.
So I'm going to ask you one time to please stop recording right now.
Who are you?
It is posted on the doors. My name is Leslie.
Okay.
It's posted on the doors. There's no video recording. We have clients here that are here for medical reasons.
Yeah.
And you're violating their law, their rights.
What right is that?
They're HIPAA violations.
Oh, you know that HIPAA applies to the medical personnel, not to the public?
Okay. I'm not going to debate with you.
That's cool. I don't want to debate.
Posted.
Can you tell me the name of the gentleman that was over here on my right? He grabbed my property
This
without my...
is our security, and this is our security. They're all our
Okay.
security.
Can you tell me the name, please?
I'm not going to, but you feel free to ask them.
Oh, I did. I asked him. He refused to identify himself after violating my my property.
Again,
Okay.
I've asked you to stop
Excuse me.
recording.
Okay, I need you to stop recording, and you need
Who are
to
you?
turn that off.
Who are you?
Captain Darby.
Captain
Okay.
Darby?
You've been asked to turn the recording device off.
Captain Darby with what organization?
Guilford County Security.
Okay.
You've seen me before.
I haven't seen you.
Okay. So I need you to turn the device off and stop recording,
Okay.
or you're going to have to leave.
This gentleman assaulted me. He grabbed my property without my permission.
I did grab your property. I
Okay.
turned your property away.
So you grab.
Because it
So
was
he admits.
flashing in my
So he
face.
admits grabbing
We'll,
it.
we'll take care of that later. But what I need you to do now,
Well,
I need you to turn
how do I
your-
file a complaint or a criminal report about that?
you can file that through Guilford County.
Okay. Are you his supervisor?
No, I'm not your supervisor.
Okay. Can you identify him for me? Because I need a name to go with the complaint or the criminal
You can ask the
complaint.
officer, he'll identify himself.
Can you tell me your name, please? Okay. So if somebody read me the gentleman's name.
You need to turn your recording device off, please.
Okay.
I've
I use these as
I've asked-
assistive devices.
I understand your
for
assistive devices, but
reasonable
you are
modification.
recording. If you don't turn your devices off, your recording device, not your assistive device.
These are assistive devices.
okay.
Sir.
If you don't turn your recording
Do you have
device off,
is there an ADA
you-
coordinator, Miss Leslie?
You need
We
to
have
leave.
an ADA coordinator, not in this building, but you have been told to turn it off.
Okay.
Okay,
This is.
you
But
need-
this
you-
is.
you need to leave.
But this is a
If
violation
you are not
of
going
rights.
to stop
You are-
recording, you need to leave the building.
Okay.
Okay, I've asked you plenty.
Well, there was a crime committed, and I need to identify the person that violated that.
if
that
you
committed
don't,
that crime.
if you
Does
don't
that make
leave
sense?
the building,
You're going to be arrested.
You're gonna
for
be
secondary
arrested.
trespassing right now.
okay.
So,
For
you're gonna
second-
leave?
for second-degree
yes, 'cause now
trespass?
they're asking you to leave, and you're not leaving the county building.
So that, hold on, second-degree trespass is if
Okay.
you're on the property
Are you
of
gonna
another.
leave?
Oh, I'm trying to clarify what's going on. So second-degree trespass is if you're on the property of another, and you're without permission, or you are asked to leave or told to leave and you refuse. Is that right? Is my understanding of that right?
Whatever it is you want it to be. But
Well, I just want to understand what you're threatening. Like if
I'm
you're
not threatening you.
Nobody's
Are you going to
threatening
leave, sir?
Well, I'm trying to clarify.
Are you going to leave? Yes or no?
You've been
Absolutely,
asked to
yes, I
leave.
will absolutely leave.
Let's go.
I'm just
Okay.
trying to clarify
Because now I'm about
what's
to put
going
cuffs
on.
on you if you don't.
Wait a minute, so you are going to use violence against me? I'm trying to
That's
clarify.
not violence.
Like, taking away my freedom is absolutely violence.
Sir, Are you gonna leave right now or not?
Yes, I'm trying to clarify.
go.
What do you mean by secondary
let's go.
trespass?
Let's
Because
go
it's
out here.
5
we're gonna
seconds. I'm gonna tell you
clarify.
turn around, put your hands behind your back.
a
and then you're
property
gonna go to jail.
property of another. That means it's
All right, go ahead,
this is,
turn around.
what are you doing? Whoa. Stop.
The case went to district court trial on August 23rd and 24th, 2021. Boyce testified in the district court trial that he told Mike to leave, and that Mike refused to leave on numerous occasions.
Then I reiterated that he needed to leave the building because I wasn't concerned about his devices at the time. I was just concerned about him now leaving because now he's trespassed because he refused to leave on numerous occasions that he was given.
Okay. Did you also tell him to leave the building?
Yes, I did.
He swore under oath at the suppression hearing that he told Mike to leave.
At any point, did you ask Mr. Nelson to leave?
Yes, sir.
He swore that 2 county employees told Mike to leave, and Mike refused.
And why did you charge Mr. Nelson with second-degree trespass?
Because he refused to leave after being told numerous times for 2 county employees to leave the building.
Okay, did any of you get a timestamp for a single clearly articulated instruction for Mike to leave? No? I didn't either. Boyce swore that Leslie and Dougherty told Mike if Mike didn't stop recording, he would be asked to leave.
What happened when you went inside?
He was then talking to the director over there, Miss Barbie at the time. She was explaining to him that he needed to cut off his recording devices. As she kept going over, I went around her, stood to the side to listen to the rest of the conversation. And Captain Daugherty came in and reiterated the same thing. Hey, you need to turn off your recording devices or you need to leave.
Boyce swore under oath that he told Mike he was going to arrest him.
And at any point, did you explain to Mr. Nelson that you were going to place him under arrest for second-degree trespass?
Yes, I did.
When was that?
That was the time I pulled the cuffs on, told him he had 5 seconds to leave the building or else he would be arrested for second-degree trespassing.
And what happened after you told him that?
He didn't try to recite what the second-degree trespass was, and I told him, well, it's whatever it is you want it to be, but are you going to leave? Yes, I'm going to leave, and he continued to start another conversation. At that time, I told him, go ahead, turn around, put his hands behind his back.
And at that point, were you placing him under arrest or attempting to place him under arrest for second-degree trespass?
I was placing him under arrest for second-degree trespassing.
Okay. And again, why were you placing him under arrest for second-degree trespass?
Because he refused to leave after being told by the director and the captain over security to leave the building, and myself.
And what happened when you placed him under arrest?
Well, as I got the one cuff on his left hand, he decided to flop down to the ground. So I went down on both knees to try to get this other hand behind his back, which was just actively not giving it to me and still yelling, who is this, who is this? I then eventually told him I was Boyce from North State. He kept repeating it, but still wouldn't give me his hand.
Did you get him restrained in handcuffs?
Eventually I did.
Okay.
Did you catch that? Boyce swore that Mike flopped to the ground.
Well, as I got the one cuff on his left hand, he decided to flop down to the ground.
Boyce swore the same thing in the suppression hearing.
Struggles when he decided to collapse and go down to the ground.
But he later swore that he did take Mike to the ground.
Did you hear me say ow after you took me to the ground?
Yes, sir.
Boyce changed his testimony again a minute later, saying he didn't take Mike to the ground.
When you were trying to effect the arrest, did you use a takedown maneuver to get me to the ground?
No, sir.
Stop. Ow, you're hurting me.
Boyce testified under oath that Mike didn't ask for medical assistance.
At any point, did he ask for any medical assistance in the health department?
No, he did not.
But just before that, he testified that Mike told him he was injured.
He started saying he had injuries, that he has prior injuries, I'm hurting him, yelled ouch a bunch of times.
Boyce swore that Mike was flopping his head from side to side while Mike was being pushed in the wheelchair.
So as you got his upper torso in, he just had his legs locked underneath the wheelchair, so it looked like we were bending him like a pretzel. In actuality, he just had his legs locked. When that didn't work, told Captain to get a bigger wheelchair, which we could just kind of sit him in with his stuff and wheel him over, put him in, try to get his legs on there. He'll try to slide him off the little stand. Finally got him in. As we're wheeling him out, every time we try to go through a door, he'll try to slide his head to the left or to the right, trying to hit into a door, stick his foot out as we're going through any of the entrances to try to hit something. And pretty much was yelling, he's being kidnapped, he doesn't know where he's going, somebody help him the whole way till we made it to the mattress office.
I didn't see Mike move at all. Did you? Boyce swore that Mike stopped talking in the magistrate's office and that he didn't ask for medical assistance.
What happened when you got to the magistrate's office?
When we got to the magistrate's office, by the time we got to the second door to the back, he just completely stopped talking and just went completely numb, limp, wouldn't say nothing, wouldn't answer any of my questions as who, what's your name. Even when the magistrate came out to ask him, hey sir, what's your name? He wouldn't say nothing. He said nothing the whole time after we got back to the magistrate's office.
And at any point, how long were you with him in the magistrate's office?
About 45 minutes, 50 minutes back there.
At any point, did he request any medical attention?
No, sir.
Did he complain to any courthouse staff in the magistrate's office that he had been injured during the episode over at the health department?
No, sir.
At the trial, we discovered Boyce was using a body camera. The court didn't make accommodations for Mike in district court. They didn't provide a visual interpreter until just recently in the suppression hearing in Superior Court on March 2nd and March 15th of 2022. We finally have some of the body camera footage from Boyce's body cam.
If you can see it, please record it. Help, I'm being attacked by people I don't know. Help! I'm being kidnapped! Help! Somebody, help me! Help! I'm being kidnapped! Help! Somebody help! Help! Strangers have attacked me and now they're kidnapping me! Help! Help! Somebody help! Okay. Please help! Anybody!
Cap,
Help!
he's got to lock these doors. He's got to lock these doors.
Help me!
This shit's still recorded.
Help! Hello! Help! I'm being kidnapped! Help me!
He's still recording. I can't turn that thing
I've
on.
been attacked and eaten! Help me!
Yeah.
Help me! People are kidnapping me! Help!
You got it.
Help! Help me! Help! Somebody help! Help! I'm being kidnapped! Help! 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 Somebody help me!
Joe, go ahead.
Help!
I'll stay at the end.
Okay, my bad.
You good?
Somebody help! Hello, anybody? Help! I'm being kidnapped! Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are you taking me? Where are you taking me? Hello?
You're all right.
Where you taking me? Hello? Tell me where you taking me. Help. Anybody help me? Somebody help, please. Please help.
Door.
Please help. Yeah, disability coordinator. Disability coordinator.
Watch his head.
Is there a disability coordinator? That's my head. That's my head. Ow.
All right, Miss Robertson, appreciate you.
Figure this thing out.
Still on. Good thing. All right, this is First Amendment Auditor Idiot number 2. Was here last week with the live stream. Was told to get out the building last week. Came back this week's in the public health live streaming. Was told to be, told to leave by public health director over there and Captain Daugherty. Kept questioning why he needs to leave. Didn't want to leave. Kept live streaming. Second degree trespass and RDO. Refused to listen to my direct orders to actually turn around, pulled away from me, put up a struggle for a guy who can't see. He's pretty swift on his feet. He's not going to give me his name. I know his name, but I want him to confirm it because we do have his real name and all his information, but he's going to probably want to go under a John Doe. So I'm going to ask him if he's going to give me his name. I doubt he is, even though we have his information already. We did our research, but I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. And whatever you want to do from there, we can put on his real name or John Doe. It doesn't matter to me.
Anything notable happen as Boyce was transporting Mike to the magistrate's office? Does the body camera show Mike flopping his head from side to side as Boyce testified? Or does it show Robinson running Mike's head into a door?
Disability coordinator.
Watch his head.
Is there a disability coordinator? That's my head. That's my head. Ow.
At the beginning of the body camera played in district court, Boyce called Mike a fucking clown. But the prosecutor conveniently didn't play the video from the start to hear the context. So Boyce capitalized on this and swore under oath that he was talking about something else, that he was having a whole separate conversation.
There's language you used. You said, this fucking clown. Do you remember saying that?
Yes.
All right. And you were referring to Mr. Nelson, right?
No, sir. We had another conversation.
That was another conversation?
Yes.
Okay. Who are you referring to when you said this fucking clown?
Not particularly remember, but me and Captain were having that conversation while still dealing with that.
Okay, you and Captain who?
Captain Daugherty.
You and Captain Daugherty were discussing something. And you referred to something within that separate conversation as this fucking clown.
Refer to whatever we were talking about at the time, while still waiting to get confirmation on what's going on inside. We're having two different conversations.
Okay. Because it sure seemed like you were referring to Mr. Nelson. Am I mistaken about that?
You are mistaken about that.
Okay.
Well, in the suppression hearing a few weeks ago, the prosecutor couldn't get away with starting the body camera late since Mike had a visual interpreter giving him access to the visual information. You decide if Boyce was talking to Dougherty.
A little different because
It's HIPAA.
that's HIPAA.
And that's where we talking about some federal shit, and then
Yep. So.
he's coming out now. Mm-hmm.
The courthouse. It's right here, the adult room over here.
Yeah.
He's arresting him. He arresting the security inside.
I know we're dealing with him. We're waiting on a call back to see what we're gonna do.
People.
Yes, these people. Wait with this fucking clown.
Was Dougherty there anymore? Was there actually a separate conversation taking place? Is it clear Boyce was talking about Mike?
And Officer Boyce, you've had a chance to view those videos?
Yes, sir.
Both of the videos?
Yes, sir.
And on the videos, do you use any language, either speaking about Mr. Nelson, that would be uncomfortable or cruelty?
No, I would say I use a few obscenities in there, but nothing towards Mr. Nelson personally.
Okay. So can you just explain why you use that language in the videos?
Video, how the body cam set up, it goes back 90 seconds. So
I'm sorry, turn mine off. Try to keep mine turned off. If you can start again, please.
how the body cam set up, it goes back 90 seconds. So in there, you see me click on it while we're inside. It's going to go back to when we were outside. We're having a previous conversation about something. I can't remember at the time. Then it goes into us going inside. So it catches 90 seconds before, and then it keeps going until it's cut off at the end after I was going back out to ask him his name, if he was going to answer that question or not.
Boyce swore that the phone was buzzing when comments came in during the live feed.
Which electronic device did you suspect was recording in the health department?
Both of them, because at the time his phone, like I said, was still live streaming. He was still receiving comments because the phone was continuously buzzing with the comments, and his GoPro, as I turned it off so he could head to the mattress office, was also recording at the time.
And after you inventoried his property, after he's placed under arrest, did you do anything to look at either one of those devices and see that they were or were not recording?
The GoPro, the battery was taken out, but his cell phone had a curtain screen on it. It was on, you could hear it, but you couldn't see the screen at all. You could just hear that the comments or whatever was still coming in. It was still buzzing, still chiming.
Boyce testified he didn't know if Mike was blind.
You know Mr. Nelson can't see, right?
No, I don't.
You don't?
No.
You don't know that he's blind?
I'm not a medical doctor. I can't assume or not assume that he is or is not.
Okay. Did you see his white cane when you went in the building?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And do you know what white canes are used for?
Yes, sir.
Okay. They're by law. Did you know that by law it's illegal for anyone that isn't visually impaired to use a white cane?
Conclusion.
Overall.
Say that again, sir? Your question, there was two people talking.
You know, under North Carolina law, only a blind person can use a white cane. Did you know that?
Yes, I do know that, sir.
Okay. And you saw he had one?
Yes, sir.
But you don't know that he's blind?
No, sir. People have handicap stickers and not handicapped.
I'm sorry?
People have handicap stickers and not handicapped, so that don't mean because he has a walking stick means that he's blind. Like I said, I'm not a medical profession. I can't assume or not assume that he is or is not.
All right. Did you have any reason to believe he was not blind?
Not particular, because I wasn't there to assess his disability. I was there because we were called because he was recording and he was refusing to leave the building.
Okay.
Boyce also testified that his body camera wasn't company issued, but that he bought it himself. He swore in the suppression hearing that North State didn't have a body cam policy.
Okay, and was that body camera issued by North State?
No, sir.
And was that a personal body camera?
Yes, sir.
Did North State Police have a body camera policy?
No.
After the district court trial, we renewed the records request for all the videos, including all videos Boyce made on all encounters with Mike. The county attorney, James Secor, didn't respond to the request for several months, but is now attempting to have a judge order the release of all the videos to Mike. Typically, the arresting officer has custody and responsibility for their prisoner until the jail takes custody. So it's likely Boyce was present for transporting Mike from the magistrate's office to the jail. We haven't been able to confirm this, or who transported Mike from the jail to the magistrate's office, and who eventually dumped Mike's unconscious body outside the jail on the ground. Hopefully, the videos the county attorney has will answer these questions. But if Boyce was present, it's likely he made a body cam video of it too. Boyce didn't surrender his videos to any custodial law enforcement agency as required by state law NCGS 132A. Judge Class, in the suppression hearing, wouldn't allow Boyce to answer whether he had knowledge about the public records law.
Okay. Are you familiar with public records law in North Carolina General Statute 132?
Back to the relevance. I'll sustain that.
No.
Boyce, instead, was the sole custodian of the videos until he gave them to the prosecutor. But he only gave one video to the prosecutor. The video of events on February 4th, 2020, from outside the health department to the magistrate's office.
Did you submit that body camera to North State, that body camera footage?
It was dubbed on a thumb drive and gave it to the DA when they asked for it.
The question was, did you submit the body camera footage to North State Company Police?
No.
Did you submit that body camera footage to Guilford County Security?
No, it was given to the DA's office.
Did you submit that body camera footage to the attorney for the Guilford County Sheriff's Department?
No.
Did you submit that body camera video to any custodial law enforcement agency?
No.
So before you submitted the video to the district attorney's office, you were the only person in possession of that video, correct?
Yes.
What other videos did Boyce make? Did he alter or delete any? The county attorney discovered at least one more video of Boyce's that he recorded just a few days before the 4th. We'll cover that in our next video. Thanks for watching. De Oppresso Liber.